Good evening, everyone. We are live just after 5. You're with Ricky. We've got plenty wrapped up for you on Tuesday's Newsround. Here's a taster. We'll be showing you the robot that hops a little bit like a human being. And Bieber fever hits the UK. Find out what happened when Joe went to meet the megastar. First, it's the day millions of Michael Jackson fans have been waiting for. More than 2 years since the superstar singer was found collapsed at his home in Los Angeles. His doctor has been found guilty of causing his death. His trial was followed by people around the world, all hoping to find out exactly why the King of Pop died.
Did you ever not notice?
He wanted it to be the biggest show on earth, Michael Jackson's comeback tour, but less than 3 weeks before the first show, he died. What we didn't know was at the time Michael was poorly. He wasn't sleeping very well and had hired a doctor to look after him at his home in Los Angeles. Dr. Conrad Murray was with Michael Jackson the night he died. He was accused of giving the star a dangerous dose of a powerful drug called propofol, which is usually only used in hospitals. During the trial, Dr. Murray's lawyers denied he'd given Michael the drug, but yesterday a jury made up of ordinary men and women found the doctor guilty of causing Michael Jackson's death.
We find the defendant, Conrad Robert Murray, guilty of the crime of involuntary manslaughter.
Dr. Murray could now be jailed for up to 4 years and banned from working as a doctor. For 6 weeks, fans gathered in front of the court to follow the trial. Michael Jackson's family were in court every day and were there to hear the verdict.
Wonderful, absolutely, justice was served. Michael was watching over us.
Fans lining the streets outside the courtroom started to celebrate after hearing the news.
Trying to live without your love. Oh, no sleeping night.
Michael Jackson's still a massive artist. In the year after his death, he sold 35 million albums worldwide. And with a new album due to be released this month, the King of Pop may be gone, but he's definitely not forgotten.
All right, moving on now. In the last couple of hours, we heard that Frankie Kokoza has been kicked off the X Factor after breaking the rules. The singer admitted his behaviour offstage had got him into trouble and that he didn't deserve his place on the show. It's not clear what rule he's broken, but Frankie said sorry to his mentor Gary Barlow and all the people who had voted for him. All right, next tonight, we're off to Greece. It's been in the news loads because of its massive money problems. The country's in crisis after running out of cash. We've sent Leah there to find out what's going on and a little bit more about the story there. Here's her first report.
I'm in the capital of Greece, Athens, a place many of you may have been on holiday to in the past, but right now it's more famous for the Euro, and I'm joined by Mark, who's been reporting for the BBC all about the Euro. So take us right back to the beginning. Why are Greece in so much trouble over the Euro?
Well, over the last 10 years or so, Greece has been spending money that it just didn't have. It's been building roads and bridges and hosting the Olympic Games here in 2004, which was a really expensive project, and Greece couldn't afford to do it. And now that is catching up with the government, that's catching up with the country. So now Greece owes a lot of money to the rest of Europe, to Britain, to America and others as well. And it's money that this country simply doesn't have.
What's being done to sort out this problem?
Well, Greece is asking for yet more money from the rest of Europe and from America as well to try to solve the crisis here. But the exchange for that is that the government has to try to implement what's called austerity measures, so cutting jobs in the public sector. But all of that is going down very badly among ordinary Greeks. They're angry, they're frustrated by all of this, they're losing their jobs, and so that is adding to the sense of crisis that Greece is in today.
Well, I'll be travelling across Athens to talk to people and find out how it's affecting them. Tune into my report tomorrow, CBBC on BBC One, 5 o'clock. See you then.
Thank you very much, Leah. Right, a Red Arrows pilot has been seriously injured at the team's base in Lincolnshire. It's not yet clear what happened, but the Ministry of Defence says the pilot's been taken to hospital. The team perform acrobatics displays in the air, but it's thought this accident happened while the aircraft was on the ground. Earlier this year, another Red Arrows pilot was killed at an air show in Dorset. OK, I have a question for you. Have you ever seen a robot as good as this? Watch out for the flashes. No, I didn't think so. Not only can it run, but it can hop, jump, and even open a bottle and pour a drink. Asimo is the latest version of a human-like robot made in Japan. 6 years ago, it could just about walk upstairs, and now it can do loads more, including recognise people's faces. All right, if you were anywhere near London, the chances are you heard the girls' screams because Justin Bieber was in town. The Canadian pop superstar was busy switching on Christmas lights and performing at 2 different shopping centres. We sent Joe to go and meet him backstage, but under strict conditions. He was only allowed to ask 2 questions.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why.
If you could ask global pop megastar Justin Bieber just 2 questions, what would they be? I could ask him about that. Or that. Oh, I'm not allowed to ask him about that. Aha! I know he likes purple. At least I've got my outfit sorted.
I'm telling you why.
OK, the good news is I've got my pass, but there's bad news. They've just taken one of my questions away. I'm now only allowed to ask the Biebster 1 question. Apparently, he's got to save his voice for his performances later on. This just got a lot harder.
4, 3, 2, 1.
OK, well, if you ever wondered what it's like waiting for the Biebertron in one of these press pens, this will give you an idea. We're all sort of crammed into a tiny little area, and we've got to wait, and we're only allowed a few minutes to talk to him. Justin, you just turned on the Christmas lights for London. What lights up your life?
Lights up my life? My mom, my family, and friends, and just the people that I surround myself with.
Thanks.
So there you have it. 1 very cheesy question and 1 very short answer. It's definitely the shortest interview I've ever done, but when you're face to face with the Biebster, you take what you can get and you make sure you wear the right jumper.
I know what question I'd like to ask him, but we won't go there. Finally, a baby gorilla has been saved by vets at a zoo in Leicestershire. A condor who's just 6 months old was really weak and no one knew why, but vets at Twycross Zoo realised he wasn't getting on well with her mum. He's now under 24-hour care and he'll hopefully be reunited with his mother, Azalea, in January. All right, that's all we've got time for tonight. Plenty more Bieber on the website. Have a great evening, whatever you're doing. See you later. Bye-bye.